folks, so this is your July 2019 Sprezzabox unboxing. It's coming a little later. The box arrived about a week ago, and I've got to admit, I've kind of been in a very shitty emotional place. For starters, the Birchbox this month was a colossal disappointment. It's like the 15th, and I haven't even posted the video. We'll get to that, so take that. Seasoned with my grand confessional video, which I kind of knew that putting myself out there like that wouldn't yield much, but I had no idea that some douche rag would leave a reply. It's like, come on, seriously? If anything else, dude, I've blocked you, so I don't know if you're going to use like coming in not logged in, but if anybody needs to spend money on education, holy shit, look at that abortion to the English language that you left on my wall and consider getting some, dude. Community colleges, free community programs, you don't have to spend a dime on it. Learn to fucking write. So, Sprezzabox. This has also been the month of bloodbaths. I've decided to discontinue the Gentleman's Box premium boxes because, well, the last one was not premium. The last one really was kind of a colossal disappointment. Fake leather, and let's not call it vegan leather. Let's just start calling it for what it is. Fake leather or pleather bag. Headphones, and I actually found the headphones that I got in the very first one, almost identical, different brand, but still, it's just too much repetition. I had a conversation with Paige over at Gentleman's Box, and I said, here are the things that I see wrong, and curation is kind of like the huge problem. With something like Premium Box, you're living on your repeat subscribers. The folks who invest quarter after quarter after quarter after quarter. Don't give us dupes of shit. That's when you really need to go deep on your curation and what you're putting in and what you're thinking about putting in that box. So yeah, the premium box is gone. Sprezzabox, this may be the last one. Sprezzabox has a trope. They have a pattern. There will be a pair of socks. There will probably be a tie. There will be some kind of a mid-level accessory, like a pocket square or something else. There will be a higher-end accessory. But again, nothing exciting. I haven't worn a single tie or a pair of socks out of a Sprezzabox in the last damn year. So this is called the Howard. We've got a really fun box to help you get the party started. So let's light it up in style this month. That very, very generic description tells me that this is probably going to be dog shit. When the box is good, they put time in the write-up. They get you excited. So in other words, I was telling Paige about the G-Box Premium. I said, one of the things I really miss are the boxes themselves. In other words, it doesn't just come in cardboard with the cardboard lid. You had the woodchuck boxes. The first one, was miscut and it fell apart, but once they got their pattern down, you have boxes that you can repurpose. That creates the experience, pulling it out. Your adventure, your journey begins there. Likewise with the smaller monthly boxes, this is the beginning of the journey. And frankly, there's nothing here that says exciting. This couldn't be any more generic than if it was a white person down at Waverly Place in Cary drinking fucking wine on a Wednesday night with all of the other white people who think that they're just so iconoclastic and eccentric when they all look the goddamn same. Nothing exciting here. Absolutely nothing. So let's see if the Howard proves me wrong. Oh, look. I see a tie. Oh, look. I see socks. So let's start with the sun. Oh, my God. Well, maybe. So they're a departure. So first of all, let's start here. They are Sprezza branded, which means they are internal, which means they probably paid pennies for this from a Chinese sweatshop. They are magenta with dark blue polka dots, and they are little footy socks. I'm of a certain generation, and this just may be me being old. First and foremost, I don't see size. It says U.S. men's 8 to 12. Well, my big fucking paws ain't fitting around these. I'm 12 wide, sometimes a 13. footy socks, I've never really seen a point. You know, when I was growing up in Michigan, if you weren't wearing socks, you weren't wearing socks because you were wearing deck shoes. This whole trend, I just never got. I can try it, but I would never wear socks like this with dress shoes. You know, the whole idea of that upper middle class white person wearing the dress shoes things is you have the matching dress socks because you're not supposed to see flesh. These scream flesh. But let's move on. So the next thing we have is the tie. And the tie is kind of an interesting pattern. The tie is coming to us from an Ivy Copenhagen. The first thing I've noticed, the first thing obviously is just the pattern. It's kind of an interesting red and blue houndstooth pattern. But the other thing that you may or may not be able to see, this is a very heavy tie. It's very, very heavy in the hands in particular. Again, when I'm thinking summer, I'm thinking light. I'm thinking linen. This is not. The colors are kind of bright, and maybe there's summer in that regard, but otherwise, this just does not say summer tie to me. And the whole idea of these monthly boxes is they're supposed to be curated to be agile and nimble enough to come out with month-appropriate content. We've talked about this before. I think I got a box that came in March that had a fucking knit beanie cap in it, man. The flowers are turning, you're smelling flowers, the bees are out, it's getting warmer, and one of them sent me a knit beanie cap. What the fuck am I going to do with that in March? It's like, it's way too hot. So yeah, 2 for 2. The Howard is a disappointment. So I see a bag, and I'm grabbing the bag, and there are sunglasses inside. I'm predicting sunglasses. So this is from Nectar. And they're kind of nice-ish sunglasses. They are black metal aviators. And just so we can officially do the thing. Now, if you're a frequent watcher, you know that I'm currently digging myself out from student loan debt. Please feel free, if you can, throw a little money to kind of help me out because I did pay $30 for this. But I say that because I'm kind of doing some end goal setting. What am I going to do when the debt is paid off and I'm no longer owned by Nelnet? I'm kind of referring to it as I'm buying my freedom because in Trump's America that is how it is. You are owned by corporations. You are owned by banks. You are owned by financiers. So in my case, I'm owned by Nelnet. So once I've bought my freedom back and I am my own person, I've actually kind of thought about getting LASIK. If anything else, so of course I'm going to try not to squint. Sometimes I've done these videos wearing contact lenses, and contacts are kind of their own little special hell and pain in the ass. But I've kind of thought about LASIK, as kind of my reward for surviving poverty and not taking my own life from the despair and misery. The sunglasses are okay, but again, it's a very niche product. More and more people are wearing glasses to see. So if you're putting something like this in a box, there's a certain intersection of your audience you're just not going to connect with. So, yeah, 3 for 3, stinkeroo. I'm going to grab this just because I see this, and this is like the light bonus crap item. This is from Oars and Alps, deep cleaning and exfoliating. So I can't fully break it open. But I'm liking the scent. This may actually be the best thing from the box. This is probably something they just got a box of samples to throw in here. I doubt they paid for it. But I'm liking the scent. The Oars bar, ingredients from the deep blue ocean. Okay, aquatic smell. I get that. Exfoliating, deep cleaning, blue-green algae extract, volcanic sand, purge your skin of dead skin cells, sweat and bacteria, suitable for every skin type, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, so 1 so far. 1 for the 3 items. And here comes number 5. So it's a white box. I have no idea what's in it. I guess we're going to open it up and find out. It's barware. Not only is it barware, it's Sprezzabox branded barware. So generic barware stuff. You have the bottle opener. You have the fruit cutter. You have the corkscrew. You have the other bottle opener. I mean, it's okay. This really doesn't say party, happy, fun time. What's our generic thing again? We've got a really fun box to help you get the party started. No, this says your fat ass is going to be behind the bar working the party and making the party happen for other people. As somebody who's currently working a minimum wage food service job to try and pay down the aforementioned student loans, this does not say get the party started. This says work fat ass, and maybe if you have a few minutes, you can go out and actually engage your party. I don't know. I'm goddamn, another shitty Sprezzabox. I'm not surprised at this point in time, but I'm not surprised. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see what kind of creative markup they're throwing on these to justify their subscription price. Sprezzabox bottle opener, retail $8. Yeah, I could probably see paying something like that at a grocery store or a big box. Okay, fine. The Nectar sunglasses, retail $45. Bullshit. Nope, sorry. They have the feel of $10 convenience store sunglasses. Unless you are a very moneyed white hipster, there is no way that you are paying $45 for that. The Orson Alp soap, $4. I suspect that's $4 for the full size. This is really no bigger than a hotel soap. So we'll assume that. An Ivy tie, retail $47. Again, that's white hipster with money territory, because I would not pay $47 for that. Even when I was in my own I have to look white collar to impress all the white collar white people phase, about 15 years ago. Party on with this patriotic, extra soft, 100% cotton tie that's a good fit for all seasons. No, it isn't. What do they say? It's 100% cotton? My fat ass. That cotton is so damn heavy. That's a winter tie, kids. We recommend wearing this with a white or blue dress shirt. Okay, whatever. I guess Sprezza couldn't just throw in the red ball cap, or they couldn't embroider MAGA on the tie. The Sprezza socks, retail $10. Even though they aren't visible to the naked eye, they sure are a good match. If you love the socksless look, be sure to check out the no-show socks bundled. And don't. There we go, folks. So that is your July 2017 Sprezzabox, the Howard. I don't know. I'm probably gonna sack Sprezza just because I'm tired of. One of the things about my financial situation over the last couple months is I've really had to look at all of every time I get a hit on my Amex card via my phone. It's like, do I really want to spend that on this? Do I really want this company providing this service? Do I really want this company providing this particular product? And I'm sorry, but Sprezza, kids, you have not, to borrow a line from Marie Kondo, you have not sent me a box that brings me joy in a long time. You've sent lots of boxes that have brought me strife and sarcasm and snark. Unfortunately, I don't have the audience numbers to capitalize on that. So if I'm picking up the tab for these, I think it's time to let that tab go and save myself $30 at least until my student loans are paid off. So there we go, folks. That is your July 2017 Sprezzabox unboxing. At this point in time, if you want, please, by all means, hit the subscribe button. One of these, I can never remember which because it gets flipped when I produce it. Hit the subscribe button. At this point in time, it's Birchbox for about the next 7 or 8 months. And Gentleman's Box Monthly. It's kind of like this is a bad version. This is like hipster Hunger Games. I started with all these boxes originally. and now I'm down to 2. So there we go, folks. If you want, please leave comments. If you are a snarky dick, thanks to the last snarky dick, I now know how to use the block button. Just because I'm not fucking having it. If you want to leave some supportive, fun comments, I'm not saying toxic positivity because, well, that's also annoying. But if you want to have engaging conversations, please leave some comments below and I will engage back. Beyond that, I will see everybody for the Gentleman's Box. That should be arriving any day now. So until then, be good to each other, stay safe out there, and abolish ICE.